Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to the Feed Me Pixels channel. I'm your host today, Larry the Chupacabra, and today we're going to be checking out some of the open beta for Evolve's new free-to-play version of the game, Evolve Stage 2, where instead of buying the game and also having to buy a season pass in order to unlock all of the characters, they've chosen to go with a free-to-play model, not unlike the free-to-play model that is used by, say, League of Legends, where you get some of the in-game currency, about 5,500, in order to unlock one of the various character classes. There's probably like 5, 6 different characters for each different class, and you can unlock them and go murder people and touch them in the face, or the butt, or wherever you darn well please. And then you can also use some of that in-game currency to unlock some of the in-game perks. Although I am liking it for simple fact that you can also get some of the stuff in the game for free, simply based upon your performance in the game, and also logging in periodically every other day in order to get your login bonus. And so far I've been liking the game a lot more than when it came out about a year ago. And if you're not super familiar with Evolve, or you just weren't that curious before, Evolve is a game where 4 hunters have been dispatched to an alien planet where some scientists are experimenting on various creatures, including this Gorgon here, that's a giant spider beast, and they've gotten loose and they're destroying everything, and, well, colonies on alien worlds are kind of expensive, so we've been dispatched to prevent them from doing too much damage or from murdering too many people. And that's really the only game mode that we've got right now. There were some other game modes inside of Evolve previously, but those haven't resurfaced inside of the beta yet. They probably will. We're just in the open beta phase right now, but it's hard to say what they will do. And I certainly predict that if they are going to make some money off of this game, that it'll probably be made via cosmetics or something. So we're going to be fighting the Gorgon. And in this game, the thing that you have to do is you have to track down the Gorgon, or any of the monsters really, using their tracks and various tools that you have at your disposal. The trouble with the Gorgon is he's a spider. He flies around the map like Spider-Man, squeezing acid everywhere, and, well, people that are flying through the air like they just don't care tend to not leave a whole heck of a lot of footprints behind them. So that'll make it kind of tricky. We have Chuck Norris, I think, for our hunter. Or maybe it's another guy. It's a cowboy of some variety. And hopefully he's going to be able to track this guy down very quickly, because the Gorgon, well, he might murder our faces. He squeezes acid. He's not a very nice guy. On the plus side, one of the few things that'll deal with acid very well is fire. And Hyde, my character that I have unlocked right now for Assault, even though it's actually at the end of my preferred roster of classes, he specializes in fire. He's got a minigun. He's got a shield for his number 4 ability in case he starts getting his face smashed in. And he's right there. Well, this is actually going to turn out pretty well. And he's also got a stink bomb that emits a gas that can be exploded for extra effect. So it looks like we've actually captured him already, which is very good. The whole idea in this game is you really want to capture or destroy the monster or something before they reach stage 2 or stage 3, because that's when they get really powerful and especially effective at murdering you. And in order to evolve, the critters have to wander around the map eating things, notably creatures or people creatures, because there are actually aliens that you can play as in this game, notably a wasp man. And they eat them, and they get enough material in order to evolve into their next tier, gain extra abilities, gain extra stats, armor, and health, and generally just do a heck of a lot more damage. Unfortunately, I'm having a heck of a time with my team. They're just not keeping me alive, and I am the Assault. It's sort of my job in order to touch the things with my hands and my murder. Hopefully we don't get murdered right here at the start. That would be kind of awkward. especially because it seems like our healer isn't quite up to the task of keeping us alive. But the good news is, even if we do lose... Oh, hey, that's actually good timing. The dropship was right above us when this whole thing went down. How very convenient. So that's sort of how the spawning works in this game. You're on a spawn timer, and in between that you've got to wait up to like 3-5 minutes before you can respawn and get back into the game. So it's not just like you die and you get right back into things. If you die, you gotta wait. And in that meantime, there's only 3 people versus a giant murder machine. And I'm sure you can imagine how that goes. On the plus side, for what little time we had to beat up the creature, he didn't really... I mean, he's got a lot of health gone. He's getting murdered. So we're gonna want to find him and touch his butt. Unfortunately, he's now... Oh, come on. Really, with this? Inside the spider thing? That's one of the traps he can throw down. These little spiderlings trap you inside of their egg sacs, and then they slowly melt you from the inside out. Alright, but yeah, he just evolved to stage 2, which means he's gained some more abilities. He can probably queef more acid on us, which is always super fun times. Also, these annoying little spiders, he can probably do more of those. I haven't gotten a chance to play as the Gorgon yet, but I can say that he is a pain in the ass. He is the only creature that I have not killed even once in one of these matches. Gotten very close a couple of times, but no moss, no dice, no muss, no mice. And he's gonna start doing some straight up Spider-Man shit here in a minute. Like, Gorgon players tend to just leap up onto walls and stuff, and then spray down acid and clones made from webbing down on top of the team. So that whole thing is kind of annoying, and I'm actually going to switch to my minigun because he is just staying away from me a little too much. And I would just as soon he didn't do that. Alright, can anyone heal me? That'd be great. That would be absolutely fantastic. Oh, come on with this. Come on. Where? Ow. Everything hurts. Everything's awful. Where the heck did he go? Is he still up here with Fly? McFly? Come on, you. Look, Mr. Melker Darkstar, I'm just trying to introduce you to my minigun. I just want to touch your butt with my bullets. Don't you want all that extra iron in your diet? Why you gotta be that way? Come on now. On the plus side, this particular Gorgon isn't really doing the maximum damage that he could be. He could be getting right up in your face and using a lot more of his melee abilities, which he's really not. That's kind of a double-edged sword for me. Hyde does most of his damage with his flamethrower, and formerly in previous version of this game, he was the one who had the max... God damn it with these little frickin' spider things. Holy shit. Previously, he was the one that had the most damage with his flamethrower, but now there's a grandma who runs around with Iron Man armor, and I'm fairly sure that she might be the one that does the absolute most damage, although her damage is all about fisting them right in their goo hole. So Gram's nothing to fuck around with. Not really at all. Come on, Gorgon. Why you gotta do this? Really? Really with the little spoders? The little frickin' spoderlings? Come on, you. Come on, you dick. That's right. Fight me! Let's have a gladiatorial battle for the ages. Gotta try and avoid those annoying spiderlings. So I'm actually kind of thinking about saving up cash in order to purchase the Gorgon, because the Gorgon has a really annoying kit, and one of the main tactics that people use when you're trying to chase them throughout the level is they just leave those annoying spiders everywhere, just constantly leaving them on their trail, and then if you leave them in like a bush or something, people tend to get caught unawares and then like grabbed and fondled a bit by just about anything that's wandering around. So, you know, it's a whole annoying kit that's just really a pain to deal with. Highly mobile, lots of little toys that throw you around and cover you in acid. Definitely not my favorite for Christmas. Now, the other things that have kind of changed with this game is there's more environmental details that can end up killing you. Pretty much all the critters out and about can grab a hold of you and try to either hump you to death or eat your face or just a little bit of everything, really. Alright, I'm gonna try and light you on fire, Mr. Gorgon. Come back here. I want to light you like a Christmas tree or a candle or something. Come here, you. Fight me! That's right, where I can get you. See, he knows better than to try and fight me one-on-one. He's gonna try and go for my teammates. So I'm gonna have to use as much of my long-range abilities as possible, because he's not really giving me much of a choice. Now, one of the things I don't like about the blind pick for this game is people who pick, like, the monster last. Oh, I'm just straight up dead now. Well, that sucks. People can counter-pick you with a highly mobile long-range monster, and then you can end up only having access to a short-range character like Hyde here, who does most of his damage up close and personal, and then you're just kind of SOL, really. Now, unfortunately, we don't really have the team makeup in order to handle a Gorgon, but hey, c'est la vie, c'est la vu, that's just the luck of the draw. And you know, now that I look at him, he's kind of like a half between like a spider and an ant. Like, he's got the spider, silk, and poison and stuff, and he's also got like this ant acid thing going on here. Although, Flyju over there, he's staying alive. I think we might actually live for 30 seconds, just long enough to get back into the game. Actually, never mind. I think McFly here is about to get turned inside out. Yep. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. That's the luck of the draw. Gotta say, Gorgon, pain in the ass. I've not killed one yet before. Haven't been back at this game particularly long, I'll admit, just a few days. But hey, that's life. So I'll catch you guys next time. I'm gonna do a brief series on these, checking out a few different classes and a few different maps and a few different monsters. And if you want to play this game for yourself, feel free. It's out there for free. It's an open beta. Just look up Evolve Stage 2. You'll find a link in the description. And I'll catch you guys and gals next time. Have a good one, and toodles, everybody.